Hi everyone and welcome to this yoga for period pain. Movement can really help with cramps, so this is going to be a super slow, gentle practice just to feel into spaces where you might be feeling a little bit of pain. So we're going to be focusing in the lower belly area, a little bit of lower back, hips and into the legs as well. If you find that some of the poses are not making your pain any better or maybe making it feel a little bit worse, then absolutely skip out on anything that does not feel good. Equally, you might find that there's one pose that is the one today, and feel free to stay in that position for as long as you want to. Just pause the video at any time. So for this one, as always, get into some super comfy, cozy clothes. I'm going to use a yoga bolster. If you don't have a yoga bolster, you could use a big pillow or just do the poses without those things. That's absolutely fine as well. So yeah, get comfy, get on the mat, and I'll see you there. We're going to start in a child's pose today. So if you do have a yoga bolster, I recommend popping it just in front of you and you can adjust where feels good here. This is one of my all-time favorite yoga poses for any time of the month. Super restorative, getting into the hips. So taking the knees out, maybe as wide as the yoga mat here. We're going to walk the hands forwards and just rest one side of the face down onto your bolster. Breathing here. Focusing that breath to wherever you're feeling like it needs to go to. So maybe you're feeling those cramps in the hips or the belly. Just feel like you're sending the breath into that space, deepening the breath here. If it feels good, you can walk the hands a little bit further forwards. You can find a little bit of a sway in the hips, wiggling them any amount further down. Just letting everything feel supported here by the mat and the yoga bolster if you're using one. Just letting the breath slow down. Softening the muscles of the face. Letting go of any tension that you don't need. So noticing if there's any tension in the jaw, in the shoulders, in the arms. Just taking a bit of a scan down. Taking 3 more breaths here in your child's pose. And then taking your time, we're going to slowly walk the hands back towards the knees. Coming all the way up, hands onto the thighs or the knees, rolling the shoulders up and back. Just take a couple of seated cat-cows here, open the chest. And then rounding the spine, bringing everything in, just dropping the chin down to the chest. And then inhale, we open. If that feels good, take it slowly. We might find a bit of a circular movement here with the spine. Just finding any wiggles that feel good, taking it nice and slow. And then you can stay here, Or if you're feeling that pain a bit in the back, like I sometimes do, I'm going to shuffle the bolster out of the way, lifting up onto the knees so our hips are a little bit more over our knees here. Take the hands onto the lower back, gently engaging through the glutes, so shifting the hips forwards, roll the shoulders back and open the chest. Opening into the front of the body, feeling a little bit of compression in the lower back here. If it feels good, you can take it lower down into our camel pose, so reaching for those ankles. But otherwise, you can just stay here. We'll take in 2 more breaths, opening through the front of the body. And then bringing the bum all the way back down to the hip, to the heels rather, and then coming back into that child's pose. So bringing that block, that bolster back in if you've got it, and resting the head down onto that block. So just countering that stretch in the front of the body that we've just done, rounding everything forwards towards the mat, towards that bolster. From here, we're going to come up into a tabletop position. You can move your bolster out of the way for now. Just finding a couple of cat-cows. Again, any movement that feels good in the lower body. Find some side stretches, maybe if you haven't really been moving that much, just anything that feels good in the spine. And then from here, walk the hands forward and slowly make your way all the way down onto your belly. Make a pillow with the hands here. It might feel good to just sway the hips from side to side, massage out the front of the body here. And then sliding the right knee out to the side and up, coming into half frog, breathing into that hip space on the right side. Two more breaths here. And then slowly sliding that right leg back to join the left, taking it to the other side. Left knee comes out and up to your side. Just letting everything melt down into the mat. I've got 2 more breaths here. And then sliding that left leg back to join the right. Take your time, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, press all the way back into a tabletop position again. From here, slide the right knee forwards towards that right wrist, and then sliding that left leg back, coming into a pigeon pose. You can use your bolster here for this one again if you have it. Just bring it in front, take a breath in, And breath out. Coming forward onto that bolster. Taking a scan of the body again here, noticing where you can let go of any tension. In the shoulders, all the arms, the feet, and the face. About 2 more breaths here. And then walking the hands back towards you, lifting it up. Bringing that back leg all the way around in front. You can move your bolster just out of the way slightly. Bring a bend into the knees, thread the arms underneath those legs and round the forehead towards the knees. Maybe the forehead rests on the knees, maybe it's just rounding forwards there. Breathing into the back, wherever you're feeling any pain here. And just take a moment here to be proud of yourself for finding that movement, finding that time on the mat today, even if you're not really feeling it at all, you're not feeling like doing anything at all. Maybe just taking a moment to think about what stretches so far have felt really good. Maybe coming back to those after the practice for another few breaths. And then coming all the way back up, we're going to come to pigeon pose on the other side. And you can come back into tabletop first if that felt good. Otherwise, you can keep the left foot forwards, finding a bend in the knee. And then take your time to shuffle that right leg back. And you can bring that bolster back in. Inhale. And exhale, folding forwards. And we got 2 more breaths here. Walking the hands all the way back up. We're going to bring both legs around to the front again. Move your bolster just to the side, so we will use this in a minute. Taking the soles of the feet together, knees wide, lengthen the spine, inhale, and exhale. Just let the body round forwards over the legs. You can slide the feet a little bit further away from you if that feels good, to just find a bit more space here. Keeping that breath going, keeping that oxygen circulating around the body. And your next breath in, roll up Keep a hold of the feet or the shins. We're going to rock all the way back and into a happy baby. Take the soles of the feet up towards the sky, knees wide, and just find a moment or two here to just sway from side to side. Maybe that feels really good on the back here to just massage out, and the hips. And then bringing the knees all the way up in, squeezing them into the chest. Again, maybe that feels good to find a bit of compression there, squeezing the legs in towards the body, massaging everything out. And then from here, we're going to slide our bolster just below the bum, so very gracefully. So not underneath the bum, just kind of the bum is touching the bolster. Pop your feet over the other side and just let the knees fall out either side. So a supported Supta Baddha Konasana here with the knees out wide. You can do this with or without the bolster, but it's quite nice to just have something under the legs to support. Bring your hands to rest down onto the lower belly, resting down kind of over that uterus space. And again, focusing that breath, maybe even visualizing the breath going down into that pelvic area. Finding time here again to just be proud of everything that we've done in this practice today, for finding a bit of movement. We can only do so much when we're feeling in pain. It does weigh heavy, so not being hard on ourselves when all we can do is find 5 minutes on the mat to get a little bit of stretch in. Maybe even just finding a child's pose or hugging the legs in. Whatever movement, whatever time we've given ourselves today, just to be really grateful for that and to be really proud of that. I really invite you to stay in this space, or finding again any other positions that felt really good from the practice, and just find another few minutes there. I'm going to end the practice here today, so thank you everyone for joining me, and take care of yourself, keep hydrated. Don't be afraid to take those painkillers as well. Yoga can only go so far. Thank you everyone for joining me. Namaste.